We used to be called the Marvin Constant Show, but now we are the Bama Standard because we are the standard when it comes to Alabama football as well as your personal entertainment. And with me, as always, tonight is a two-time SEC legendary linebacker, Mr. Marvin Constant, and the senior analyst of Touchdown Alabama Magazine, Mr. Stephen M. Smith. Welcome, guys.
Dustin, it's a pleasure as always. It's not going to be as fun today, but we ready.
No, yeah, let's go ahead and jump on that. Normally, we're here. We're excited about bringing on some new guests, former Alabama legends, to talk about their career and reflect on that. But 2 days ago, the Alabama family lost one of our members, and that was defensive lineman Lorenzo Washington. Details of his passing have not yet come out. Well, I'm sure we'll find that out in the next few days or so. But it's truly tragic. So what we decided to do tonight was have a tribute show to him, and we're going to talk about some of his greatest accomplishments. But also, too, we have invited some of his former teammates through the years while he's there to come on and give us a few words. So that's what we'll be doing throughout the night. So various guys will be popping in. But guys, first and foremost, what was your immediate reaction upon hearing this news?
I'll let Mr. M. Smith go.
I mean, to be honest, I was praying it wasn't true because one of his teammates, one of Big Zoe's teammates, actually texted me and said that this had happened. So initially, I'm sitting here praying and hoping that it wasn't true. And then, of course, he was like, well, I will get some confirmation on this once I know more. And then yesterday, it started being an outpouring of, yeah, it did happen. And I'm like, man, because I remember when Zoe came to Bama in '05, like, Zoe was one of few recruits that I knew was like, let's go. Like, we got him. And the dude, great dude, like real good dude. And to me, I just remember the '09 championship team. So many people pull out, Rolando McClain was a gorilla, and he was. McClain was bad. Hightower was bad. Eric Anderson was bad. Dedrick was bad. Those were all bad dudes, but Zoe held his own. And people forget how dominant Zoe was, in '09. So I didn't want to believe it was true, but when I found out that they got the confirmation, it hit, man, because he was one of those guys that I was really genuinely happy to see come here.
Well, I'll say this. I was an intern on the 2009 National Championship team, so I was actually there with all of them. And he was a great guy. I never had a bad experience with him. It was always fun to see him and Freddie Roach joking around, him joking around with the other guys. And, they called him Fishburne, because he looked so much like Lawrence Fishburne. And we always had fun. It was always a pleasant exchange. I never had a bad exchange with him. You never seen anything bad from him. And, he was a leader on and off the field. So, he epitomized what Alabama football is. Somebody coming in, working their ass off, and taking those talents and going to the next level with them and doing things beyond football to be successful in life. But for me, it brought back so many memories when he passed. It really touched me in a way that I hadn't been touched in a while. Because if y'all remember this, I still have this shirt from 2008. That's when Victor Ellis passed.
Right.
And me and Vic were classmates. We took the same classes, class of 98. We were roommates on the road, played the same position. We were meeting rooms, so we were always together. And to lose him at 28, the way we lost him, that was extremely painful. And when Zoe passed, it brought back so many memories of that. So that's why when you said to me, some guys want to do a show, I was like, yeah, because I know how I felt when Vic died.
Right.
So I know how they feel. Because we as athletes, we feel like we're the toughest damn thing on the planet.
Right.
And we never think things like this would happen to us. So it's a lot to process. It's a lot to deal with. And it's tough, man. And I mean, because it took me a long time to get over Victor's passing. So again, I know how they feel, and I'm here to support them however they want to be supported, whatever they need, because again, I've been there. I know.
Right, and I remember when Victor passed. Man, that was one of the most devastating things that I saw. I mean, of course, I wasn't a player, but watched him play there. Man, incredible guy, incredible player, incredible man, and touched
Mm-hmm.
so many lives while he was there. And I remember
Yes.
reading articles, how close he was to Ahmad Galloway. I believe they were roommates. They came in together, and just
Yep.
how it affected him, and then how it affected each of you guys differently. And when things like this happens, man, it hurts to the core. Whether
Yeah.
you play. Go ahead.
It does, because at the end of the day, the thing that bothered me the most was I always thought like we were always together, whether it was class, practice, meetings, traveling, games. I was like, that could have easily been me, opposed to the guy who was always beside me. What was so different between the two of us that it was him and not me? Because again, the same age, same position, we took the same major. We were in the exact same classes.
Yeah.
Same meeting room with Coach Rousey. When we traveled games, we were roommates. So it's like when you spend that much time with a person, it makes you say, damn, why him and not me?
Right. Right. We
Yeah.
did have someone who joined us, but their camera is not on. Who we got with us tonight?
Ali Sharrief, I'm on here right now.
Oh, hey Ali, what's going on, brother? We did. Your camera wasn't on, so we couldn't see you.
I'm sorry, I'm actually working on my razor and stuff right now. So, or one of my friends' razors. We Polaris razor. We ride and stuff like that.
I got you, man. No problem at all. Just glad to have you on, and happy to have been speaking with you the past couple of days, and looking forward to the opportunity for you to be able to talk to us a little bit about your former teammate, and what this all means to you, and so on and so forth.
Well, honestly, man, I got the call from Eric Anders. I want to say it was day before yesterday. He kind of told me, he was like, man, Lorenzo died, and I don't know. I thought he was kind of joking a little bit, or he just heard some misinformation, and I was just like, no way. And he was just like, yeah, man, he passed away, and then we kind of got the confirmation about it the next day. But for me personally, I know with all our guys, and he was more like a brother than anything. I mean, and I know that all of the classes are like that, but we was very, very close with our class, the 05 class. And, just knowing that, he's passed away, it hurt. It took a little bit of your life and your heart out of you a little bit. But as far as a man, he's always been a great man, a great brother, somebody you could just hang out with and talk. And I even remember that, when we all first went down there for our visit, and we all went out one night and we just got close. Everybody was just real close, and it was different, because for me, coming where I come from, a lot of people on my team, on my high school team, we didn't have a lot of the same goals. But when I met guys like Lorenzo was one of the first guys I met, him and Chris Rogers, and we all kind of had the same goals, and that meant a lot to me. And just over the years being around that guy, he was just a great guy, just a fun, loving guy, just a really, really good guy.
Man, I'll tell you this: if anybody understands your pain, I understand it, bro. That's what we were just talking about. We went through something similar with one of my classmates in 2008. So I get it, man. I feel bad for his family, but I feel bad for y'all, man, because a lot of people never understand the brotherhoods that you develop playing at Alabama with these guys. Because I haven't played at Alabama in 20 years, but I still talk to a lot of these dudes on a daily or weekly basis, man. So it's just like you lost one of your brothers, and it hurts, man, when that stuff happens. Because like I was telling Justin, it brought back so many memories to me from 2008. So I know how y'all feel, man. So just know, brother, I'm praying for y'all, man. And I'm here to support y'all. Whatever y'all need, man. Again, I'm here, man. I've been through it before. It's not fun.
Yeah, that's very appreciative. Yeah, I you hate to hear stuff like that, hear news like that, but I was telling one of my friends, we don't have a choice in this. At the end of the day, it's all up to God, So I know he lived a great life, and if his family or anything ever need anything from me, and I know the rest of the brothers, like we're definitely gonna be there. I immediately started thinking about his daughter when all the news transpired. So, and I guess it's just a good time, which I talked to all my brothers, but I just kind of feel like it's a good time for us to kind of get a little bit closer than what we need to be, because you never know. You never know when something bad is gonna happen.
Well, let me ask you this: Are y'all planning to do something for his daughter?
As of right now, I'm not 100% sure. The only person I really talk to right now is Eric, but Eric Anders. But I think we should definitely.
You see this shirt right here?
Yes,
I've been had this shirt since 2008. It say VE Fund on it. That's for Victor Ellis. That was my classmate, the one who died, and we raised a lot of money for him, man, to make sure he was good and his family was good. Everybody was good, man. So if y'all want to do something for his daughter, man, I will do any and everything in my power to assist y'all with this, and I will donate. Whatever y'all need from us, man, just let me know.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'll get a lot of the bros together. I know Eric's definitely down. Chris Rogers definitely down.
Right.
And a couple other guys. We definitely have to do something, because that's me personally. And I feel like I can speak for them too when it comes down to our brothers. I feel like to honor them and to call them a brother, we have to be able to help him and his family out, especially his daughter. So, that's one thing that I was built on by my family and all the friends that I keep and brothers that I keep. That's one thing you got to do, is hold your family members down that way. So,
right.
I'm definitely gonna try to reach out and talk to these fellas.
Please do, brother, because again, this is one of those things that in life, man, you don't want it to be, well, look back and say, you know what, you wish you had it done, because these are moments that, this is what separates men from boys, you got to make sure his family's still good. You still got to make sure his daughter's still good, because that's a hard one to take. And I know that's going to be a major void in her life, man. So, yeah, man, whatever y'all need, man, just let me know.
Yes, sir. Appreciate that.
Love to promote it on the show, maybe some kind of fund or foundation or something like that. Whatever we could do to help, we'll definitely put it out there to help you guys, because, like Marvin say, it's all about family, and we try to promote that here. Matter of fact, our platform here is here to bring the players back together as one unit, one family, and to allow them to spend time with each other, especially guys who've lost touch over the years. It allows them a chance to have that community they once had, and we're definitely are leaving the door open for you guys to come, and we want to help y'all out.
I appreciate that, and to be honest with you, I'm glad you reached out to me, because I'm kind of in my little hole. I talked to a couple guys, but I'm in my own little hole over here. I kind of just work and go play with my my razors and trying to start a family and everything. So I definitely appreciate you for reaching out.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, I'll tell you this too, though, man. I get it, but the moments you share with these guys, man, because I'm telling you from my perspective, looking back, I enjoy every chance I get to talk to the guys that I played with, man, because it's always laughter, it's joyful, just reminiscing on those times, because you did something that millions of people wish that they could do.
Right.
You know how many people wish they could put that uniform on, and they will never understand that bond, that brotherhood, man. I kid you not. I was talking to Gerald Dixon today. I talked to Todd Bates today. I talked to Kenny Smith yesterday. Literally, I talk to these on a regular basis, man. So cherish those moments, man, because again, you never know when it's going to be too late not to cherish them.
Exactly.
And we'll definitely have a little reunion on here for you guys, man, because one of the things about our show is it's about 90% nonsense, us having fun, reminiscing, and about 10% actual sports. So we'll get a little bit of the questions that y'all are accustomed to, from fans and interviewers, but we just like to make it a fun place for you guys. And like I said, just an opportunity for y'all to have community again.
Yes, sir. I appreciate that.
And I know that your group was very close because, I mean, y'all went through a lot before y'all brought Alabama back to what it is again. And it was amazing watching you guys hang in there and just endure a lot of what a lot of Alabama people aren't used to today. How did Lorenzo, I guess, serve as a leader in that respect as y'all moved out of the not so great years into the great years that we know now?
His work ethic stayed consistent. He didn't change. Like as far he grew, but he didn't change. And I know that might be a little bit hard to explain, but I'll try. As far as being the regular fun, Lorenzo, like when we came in, he was always just a fun guy, but he grew into a better person, a better man, and a better overall better player. He just kept growing, and he took the criticism from coaches and everything like that, but he never changed his fun attitude. He always stayed the course, and that was one reason why he got to go to the NFL. And I think he was one of very few of that class in our class that went to the NFL. But he was always just a great guy, always a good person to go talk to. He never disrespected any of the younger class players. So a lot of those younger class players that came in that were playing under him or equal to him or whatever, they felt comfortable. So he was still that fun guy. He was always still that fun guy, but there was still that leadership role that he had, and I think that's also one of the reasons why Alabama is starting a lot of the younger guys that were younger than us. I feel like, I don't know if this is 100% true, but I feel like a lot more people are kind of doing the same thing that we did, the way Lorenzo carried himself and done things. I think that's one reason for the success, because that it's just a bond. The Alabama bond right now, they won't ever be able to understand the bond that a lot of these Alabama players have right now. It's unbelievable to be able to see and witness what these guys are doing right now. And I think Lorenzo is a big part of that as well.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you this though, man. So when I came back to school to finish school after I finished playing football, I came back in 2009, and John Devers said, athletes cannot just get their classes paid for anymore. You got to do some volunteer work.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, you want to be a strength coach anyway, so why not just go intern in the weight room? I was like, man, I don't want to go over there. But I'm actually glad I did, man. It was a pleasure spending that year with you all, man. I learned so much from y'all, man. And to see y'all's growth and what y'all went through from 2005, 6, and 7, you talking about losing to Louisiana Monroe, to winning the championship in 2009. People will never understand how that experience will change your life forever. Y'all literally went from the bottom of the barrel to the cream of the crop, man. And just to see the growth in y'all, I'm extremely grateful for that. And I'm happy I took John's advice and actually spent that year working in the weight room with y'all, man. So thank you.
Mm-hmm. Well, no, thank you. I remember you. I remember having some laughs. I appreciate the older guys that helped us out as well. Like we got to see that, and I think just having some of the older guys that were there. I mean, we had the Freddie Roaches and Juwan Simpsons and those guys that kind of was just like, well, this is how you need to work, And we just so happened to stumble upon Coach Saban, and we still had that mindset of the Freddie Roaches, but we also had a little bit more guidance under under Saban and the guys that he brought in as well, and that's one thing I was talking about with Lorenzo, like his the way he grew from that. He grew from being one way, but then also being the type of player that Coach Saban needed him to be, and the leader that he needed him to be. And that was big for us.
Because he was definitely a leader though. Because I think back to all the days when Cochran had y'all out there running 20-something 110s at 2:00 and y'all out there dying.
Mm-hmm.
And he would always be one of those people telling everybody to get their asses together